we have another edition of Angela's Homeschool today. February being Black History Month, I wanted to bring to the forefront how to do a unit study, how to go about it. A unit study, you can really use just a small folder with the 3-ring prong in the middle, or they're not really prongs. I guess they are prongs. Lots of different things you can do. This week we're studying Mary BeCloud Buffoon. She was a teacher, African-American teacher. You can also go to why can I not talk well today? Smithsonian Education, and they have a number of Black history teaching resources. I also like Scholastic Teacher Site. They have a lot of cues for teaching Black history. And basically, if you do a series of biographies, it gives the elementary student a chance to write a biography, 4 to 5 paragraphs about the person, print out a picture of the person from the internet. There's resources at your public libraries, at our Congress. They have a library that we're able to access. Lots of different things. Now, if you got a preschooler or perhaps a kindergarten first grader, you can do a dream quilt in honor of Martin Luther King, his famous speech called I Have a Dream, or it's called The Urgency of Now is what it's known as. Most people refer to it as the I Have a Dream speech. You can talk about Martin Luther King, his accomplishments, what he tried to accomplish, the Civil Rights Act, the Voter Rights Act, things of that nature, and how things were back in the 60s, where people did fight and they hated people because of the differences, say, in their skin or their culture. That we still have some of those issues today, but they are not as widespread as they once were in the 60s. You can take mirrors, like a full-length mirror, have the child look at their self and then each other. And then maybe start a discussion on what quilts are. Oftentimes, back in the 1800s, people would make quilts to make themselves warm. Well, in the slave quarters, they would make quilts with messages. Certain items meant different things. They spoke. So you can make a quilt out of construction paper, depending on how many children you have, or perhaps you're at a homeschool co-op. This is perfect for that. Get a couple pieces of the construction paper, and they can write, I dream of, or they can put as a dream, I want to work with animals, or I dream of being a friend. Simple things. And you can title this Our Dream Quilt and glue the pieces of construction paper, large pieces of construction paper, together and hang it on a wall and let it be known as your dream quilt. Everybody has dreams. That is one thing that unites us as a nation, whatever color of humanity you may be. Just so many different things. You can do a peace table. Again, teaching the children about Dr. Martin Luther King. He was a winner of a Nobel Prize. And, it's important to get along with others by talking about peaceful conflict resolution. So set up a peace table. If it's in your home, maybe it could be an end table, coffee table, something of that. Set up a peace table where children can gather together to settle a dispute. Provide all children with a Peace Prize certificate at week's end. And that's a wonderful introduction to conflict resolution, dealing with the Black History Month. Certainly there will be activities at your local libraries again. I really highly encourage you to reference that. Let me check my soundboard. Okay. Well, that's about it for this Angela's Homeschool Moment. We'll be visiting this topic this week and the coming weeks, talking about different opportunities you may have to teach Black History Month in a creative way. I thank you for listening to another edition of Angela's Homeschool. Please please contact me at Facebook at Angela's Homeschool or Twitter, Angela's Homeschool, if you have further questions. All right. Thank you so much. Session over.